Hey artists, and happy Inktober! Oh my gosh, you guys! It's time for the greatest month out of the year. I am so psyched. For those of you that don't know, Inktober is a art challenge where you draw a picture and ink it every day of October. For me, that's a little bit hard because I do bigger drawings that take hours upon hours of work. And I prefer to work on my bigger drawings rather than smaller sketches every day. So I thought I would show you my process on how I drew some tulips on a drawing that I'm doing for Halloween. And I always start out with a sketch, as always, and I used a reference from Google because I have no idea how to draw flowers, in particular tulips. So I inked my sketch, and now I'm going with a base color of BV000. I guess it would have been easier just to say the name, which the name of that color is Iridescent Mauve. Ooh, very fancy. And then I used, what is that? Lilac as a sort of a mid-tone for the purples. I was originally just gonna leave it purple and, just leave it at that because I wanted the main focus to be on Medusa. But I am a freak for detail, so I always have to go in and make everything more complicated than it should be. So I decided I was going to go in and put some blues, and I used 3 types of blues. Let me gather up my markers. I am so unprepared. I should have just had this stuff sitting in front of me, ready to read, but I don't because that's the way I roll. Anyway, I used B24, which is sky blue, B26, which is cobalt blue, and B39, which is Prussian blue. And I started with sky blue, which is the lightest blue that I had on this drawing. And I used a very, very light hand and just put light strokes going through the petals to create some texture. And then I built up the strokes using the darker colors. You'll see how I, did that because I'm not very good with my mouth words. You guys know this. And I would just build up the colors going from lightest to darkest. When you're using your darkest color, be sure to leave a break in the color between the petals so you can tell where one petal ends and the next one begins. If you forget to do that, don't freak out. We're just going to add some highlights using our white gel pen, and I like to leave the break in between the lines so I know where I need to put highlights, because if I color over it with my dark color, it's going to be extremely hard to see my outline. Therefore, it's harder to place where the white is going to go. If your base color ends up getting washed out by the colors that you're putting on top of it, you can always go in with that color again and start putting spots of color in. So I used lilac and put a little bit more purple into the petals because there was no purple to be found. Now I'm going in with a white gel pen and just separating out where the petals are and putting some highlights in. I put most of the highlights on the left side of the flower because that's where my light source is coming from. And then boom, there you go. You have some beautiful flowers. Oh my gosh, yes. Alright you guys, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to smack that ass on that like button. You can also subscribe. We do art things. You can also follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Pinterest, Instagram. All the links will be in the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, don't quit your daydream. I'm not too old for free candy on Halloween. Knock knock, trick or treat bitch, yes. So this bag comes with some, I'm assuming, pretty subpar markers to color with.